Hey folks, how are you doing? And a very good evening to Big Jet TV Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 Challenge. Okay, so now, how long has it been, Jilly, since we did our first Sim Challenge? June? And what we're going to do is we're going to take, if this works tonight, this is only if this works tonight. But what we're planning to do is complete this flight tonight on the Airbus A320 CEO we're on a regular route that we've done with Big Jet TV, flying this route from Heathrow to Schiphol. And I'm going to do it in daylight, although the other night I did do a test flight and it was in darkness. However, I haven't downloaded the scenery for EHAM yet, and it's all purple and pink and stuff. I will download it once we've sorted all that out. But the plan is tonight that can I ask all you simmers out there and all you pilots out there to zip it, or try to. In fact, I tell you what, you don't have to worry, because I'll just tell Jilly now. Don't tell me. And don't do this, Jilly. Because then I know you're looking around that I've obviously done something and I haven't switched something off or switched something on anyway.
Well, with the chat, sometimes I'm like,
yeah, but that puts me off, takes me out of my flow. Because there's something big going out there. What's that? First Sim Challenge was in March. Right, okay, there we go. Okay. Now a bit of silence. So the plan is tonight, folks, that I am going to fly this route to EHAM. And hello to, can I just say a big shout out to all the crew at Garth Hill College, who I met the other evening at their aviation group. And Lisa as well, and all the other teachers involved in all of that. Great job you're doing. And they're building an airport, folks. They're building an airport after I showed them our airport, which is going to be made as well. Anyway, forget about that. Hello to everybody who said hello this week as well. And anybody else, Jilly? Happy birthday, Trish. Tomorrow. Sunday, make sure you join us on Sunday. I will reiterate that a little bit later on. Yeah, let's get this flight on the go, because if I land it and if I taxi it to gate, the plan is to just to do the whole thing perfectly. I should know by now. March, you say? March.
Bird 7 Delta contact tower on 124.48.
From Garth.
Oh, Zane's in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, Zane, mate. How you doing? Had a good display of models. Lots of those kids had great enthusiasm. In fact, all of them did, didn't they? Mixture, by the way. Pilots, ATC, engineers, technicians, computer science as well. One kid asking me when we were on our way out to take the photo at the van, are aircraft controlled by computer systems? And I said, basically, yes. They're like plug and play. They have firmware updates like your phone, the engines anyway, and the avionics on the aircraft. Anyway, we can talk about that another time. So I am tonight, by the way, folks, using Say Intentions for my ATC communications. I'm using GSX Pro for my ground equipment, pushback tug, wing walkers, etc., etc. You will see some bugs as well, by the way. I'm also using, which is it's the default thing to use, which you can see here, which is SimBrief. I've already inputted my SimBrief here, which is, you can see the route that I'm going to be taking. Here is basically my route, EGLL 27 right, landing at EHAM 27 as well, with the Sugol transition, by the way. I think that you can see that on here, using the BPK departure, and red for 1A is the arrival, but the Sugol is the transition. So these two maps are pretty critical in everything that we do. Of course, we have got our Heathrow, our ATC, which I can show you now. Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee, mic check. Bit late tonight, bit of a lag. Probably on his fag break, gone off on Pinky.
55 Yankee, ready loud and clear.
So it says say intentions will do your pushback for you if you have problems.
Oh, will they now? That's interesting. Well, we'll have to have a look at that, but let's do that another time. Let me get, so basically all the communications will come back to me on here as well. And of course I can follow my flight plan on here. Once we get going as well, I will hit that button there, which will show me in my position. So just to make sure that I'm on track. Everything seems to be all right there. Also, by the way, there are sort of like some decisions that I need to make, particularly on my descent. ATC will take me through it. They'll bring me through my descent. They'll give me my descent altitudes and so on and so forth, all the way down into Schiphol. But there are points at which I need to be massively concentrating and keeping myself ahead of the aircraft, if you see what I mean, knowing and predicting what's coming up. It's a bit like a game of chess, I guess. Not that I've ever played chess. I've only played the other one with black and white. Drafts. Yes. Chess, forget it, man. But yeah, anyway, so hopefully this is all going to go to plan. We have a departure time of 8 p.m, I believe. Let's just have a look here. Yep, 8 o'clock UTC, which is, let me just show you that there. So these are my departure, these are all my departure details. There's your cruise profile, cost index 46. This is information that some of the information that goes into the, gets imported into the MACD or the MCDU, which is this computer down here. This is basically the brains of the aircraft, and I'll be importing what is in here into here, and then you have to only parts of it. You have to manually input a lot of the other stuff as well. So let's get on with it. And first thing I'm going to do is go up to the overhead board. In fact, I'll tell you what I will do. I will just quickly contact the tower and get my IFR flight plan, basically, which is getting my plan from them, which basically will match up with what we've got here. But they will give me other information that I also input into, like my initial climb altitude, which will be about 6,000 feet. Anyway, let's give it a go. So let's go. Good evening, Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee, gate 501, looking to pick up IFR flight plan to EHAM, Echo Hotel Alpha Mike.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Okay. Okay. Stand by. Yes. This is the okay. So a little bit of okay. Basically, what happened there was I had to come out and go back in again, didn't I? So we are. I'm basically having to. I've come out of the previous flight and. Because I edited the flight from 7:30 to 8 o'clock departure, and so I've had to, but I had this open, I still had this open, so hopefully we should be able to go into here and go. Good evening, Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee, gate 501, looking to pick up IFR flight plan to EHAM, Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. So they should now give me
1 second for that clearance.
Roger. So that'll come through to me in a short while. Let's just get the aircraft fired up, shall we?
Seabird 25 Yankee, cleared to Amsterdam Schiphol via the Brookmans Park 7 Golf departure. Departure runway 27 left. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 125.625 squawk 4251.
Cleared to Amsterdam Schiphol via BPK 7 Golf departure. Departure runway 27 left. Initial climb flight level 060. Departure on 125.625 squawk 4251. Speedbird 25 Yankee. I think that it's not cheating reading off of there, you know. And you know,
Speedbird 25 Yankee, read that correct. Ground will be on 121.905.
ground on 121.905. Speedbird 25 Yankee. That should change my okay. So basically we fired up the aircraft here, making sure that everything that white lights up goes off. These are very important, our navigations, which basically will put us, pinpoint us right to within a metre on GPS. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to fire up the auxiliary power unit, which is the at the moment all our systems are running off a ground power unit, the GPU, which if you look outside, that's it, that's the little fella there. So basically the aircraft is running off of the ground power unit at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire up the auxiliary power unit, which is an engine inside here, which is the crazy thing, isn't it, that you've got a twin engine jet, but actually you've got a 3-engine jet, but the third engine is only used for powering the aircraft. Once we set off on our taxi or just before, we'll be shutting that engine down because we no longer need it, because the engines are supplying all the power. So let's go back inside the flight deck, and we're going to fire up. We're going to press the start button, and if we go outside, you'll hear this whine. That's not me or Jilly, and this is a beautiful sound, man. When you look at that Microsoft Flight Sim 2004 and then look at the original one, man, and then look at this, the graphics are just out of this world, mate. Now on board the flight deck you will see, yeah, this is 2020, yeah. So here's your auxiliary power unit showing the flap is open. Where that flap is, I believe, folks, is here. I think that this is possibly the flap there for the intake, or it might be here, one of the two. When I shut that APU down, I'll tell you what I'll do. In fact, I think this is for altitude. I think that's a pressurization hatch in some way, which closes once the aircraft's in flight. But now that the APU has started, it's drawing its air in through here. So we'll go back into the aircraft. That will show now that the APU is running. You can select. There. Okay, so that goes to show that my APU is running nicely. I'm happy with all of that. Okay, so we have got, right, so we've got our IFR clearance, so the initial flight level, we're going to start working off of what they've given us at the moment. Now this is the climb altitude that they've given me, initial climb, and that will then so the aircraft on autopilot will climb to 6,000 feet. Before I reach 6,000 feet, the tower will likely, well, not the tower, but Heathrow departure, whatever, will give me clearance up to my cruise altitude, maybe in stages, not so much straight into it, but up towards it. So everything's okay there. We're not touching anything on the box at the moment. Going to leave everything as it is. and we are on departure, will be 125.625. That will be when we get up to the runway point. We're 27 left, climb to a flight level 6,000 feet. Okay, and we are on the BPK7 Gulf departure. Squawk 4251 should already be in there for me. What I need to do just here, this is basically to show that my, and this is our predictive wind shear down here. That's really important because otherwise your alarms won't go off unless you put your predictive wind shear. So in other words, if we've got winds, it will go wind shear, wind shear. I'm guessing that that is predicting potential wind shear in the future. The future. So that's basically what. Just to reiterate, that's my transponder down here, folks. This little box here is my transponder. So that's when you see us on Flight Radar 24, which you won't be tonight. So everything's running nicely up there. We've got our APU is running nicely. What I'm going to do now, which is a little bit, not sure exactly what sequence 320 pilots do this in, or pilots in general, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch that APU bleed to on, and the reason for that is because it's just one other thing I don't have to do, which basically it's sending bleed air into the engines, basically, so that when I select the on button, they're immediately going to fire up, as opposed to me going into that. There's different ways in which I'm guessing pilots do it on their checklists, etc. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down onto my scratch pad. I think they call it a scratch pad, but here is my my sim brief, which I showed you earlier on. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm importing this page. Okay, so bang, there we go. So that's now importing it into my MCDU. So I always press it twice. Now what we do is we're going to ground services. We don't need the ground power unit anymore because that we're running off the APU. We'll just stand by on the chocks and cones for the moment. Now what we're going to do is there's a couple of options here in terms of loading the aircraft. You see, we can do it through boarding and refueling, which is all really cool. You get the refueling truck coming out. Should we do that? Should we just see if it works? Boarding and refueling, because we've always had problems with it, and we've had to reboot it, haven't we? Okay, so loading aircraft. We've got planned 158 passengers. We've got 2,370 or 23.7 tons of freight. And at the moment we've still got 2,992 or 29 tons of fuel already on board, but we've got another planned flight. So let's just have a look here. Okay, so that's the jet bridge coming in. Okay, that's kind of good. Okay, both the freight doors are open. That's even better. So we might have to let's just see how long this. Oh, you know what I should have done. Just see if I can do that again. Okay, so he's coming out with a lock pin. Let's just have a.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Yeah, that's not good. Can we? Might have to get a little bit of help. Reset all. Standby. Okay, hold on a minute.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And let me just make sure. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do an instant load on this, folks. So basically we've been refueled. Now listen, it is worth pursuing it if you really want the reality, which I love the reality, but if I could rely on the fueling truck to come out, the loaders to come out, all of that crazy stuff going on, it really is cool. Okay, and it can be done. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just try and perfect it at some point. Have I missed doing something? Right. Okay. Wrong plane. Didn't we establish last time that we had my original one, which is Echo Yankee Yankee, does have the wing sharklets, doesn't it? Or doesn't it? Oh, mate. Do you know it's going to be easier to just start it again, isn't it?
It's all good. I had to say something. Sorry.
Hello to.
Thanks to whoever pointed it out.
Yeah, thanks to whoever pointed that out.
That was doing what?
Probably Rab or Avro or someone like that. I don't know. Anyway, sorry about that. So yeah, I was trying to be all really like professional and serious because I know the kids are watching me, man, and I wanted to be all. But anyway, I messed it up. But yeah, it was a very interesting chat and conversation with the guys at. Right, let's just spend a little bit of attention on this. Okay. It's this one here, isn't it? Yankee Yankee. Okay, there we go. So EGLL, we can select gate 501, which is our normal gate. We're going to EHAM. I don't think we have to do anything else. I think we can just, I don't think we have to do anything more with SimBrief and all that sort of stuff. I think when it comes up, we're just importing that from SimBrief, so we should be good. Oh, but mind you, I need to start this again when I ATC. Everything else should be okay. We'll get there. Right, this shouldn't take long. Okay, fire up. So that's basically me selecting external power to power up the aircraft. What you're hearing is all the fans and the systems coming on. Obviously they need a tremendous amount of cooling, so I think that's mainly fans that you're hearing, all the electronics down in the avionics bay as well. That's right, we're going to go straight into this and fire that up. I've already got. Oh, okay, you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to do that again, so I'm just going to do it the right way round. I'm going to do it the right way round. But for now, we're just going to come in here. Okay. APU running? Not yet. Deja vu. So these are the bugs that you get, folks. Can you see over here these loaders? See that loader there? He's stuck in the middle of all those ULDs. So there are always bugs on here. Oh look, we've got a new Lunaire. Okay, interesting. Okay, she sounds like she's fired up nice and hot. Just wait for the numbers to come up on the dash. These numbers here. Okay, N1 pressures, etc., etc. Because after all, it is a blimey. Okay, we're all good there. 29 psi bleed, pounds per square inch. So that's basically the amount of air that's going to go through the pipe when it fires up the engines. So we'll go into ground services. We'll take the ground power unit out, and then we're going to go in here and we're going to. So again, like I said, it's definitely worth trying all of this, but we're going to go instant, I think. Because otherwise, mind you, should we try 8 minutes? Oh, what? Okay.
You only click on what's highlighted.
Okay, so we've got. Okay, so here we go. So it's fueling and everything. We're not doing the. We're not. Look, there you go. As you can see here, here's the fuel weight. We went from 0 this time. 7 people on board. Come on, hurry up. It's a bit like getting them kids in the classroom the other night. Mind you, actually, they were pretty good coming in, weren't they? They were pretty keen, has to be said. Okay, so we'll just hang for that. When this is all complete, you'll see that you can see these 2 indicators here, which are basically showing your passengers and cargo and fuel that's going on here. I think the cargo's already on. Hold on, let's just have a look. No, the cargo's not on yet. So these 2 numbers will move around, and what you're looking for is your absolute maximum center of gravity, the balance of the aircraft. So it's not back heavy and it's not front heavy. And those 2 numbers will come in eventually. As you can see, these numbers that are going up and up and up. Oh, come on, get on the bleeding plane, will you? Flipping. Okay. So we need to now, at the moment, I can't get, there are certain numbers that I can't get, which are my takeoff speeds, which are calculated based on these numbers that you're looking at here. So at the moment, I can't do that. But what I can do is I can put my departure preferences in there, which is my takeoff weight, a maximum, the tow, I think. Mach tow. What does that mean? Mach tow. Something to do with the tow weight, perhaps. Do what? Okay, so we'll calculate. We can't do anything yet because we haven't got our load sheet in. So we'll just come back to here. And we need to contact tower again, don't we? Let me just. Oh, I need to open. Blah blah, don't I? Okay, there we go. Let me double check that that's imported. Okay. So what I need to keep an eye on is this number down here. Okay, okay. Interesting. Is that still active then? Because I closed that down, didn't I? This should not be on here. Or maybe it's just staying on there. Because he's already given my... Okay, here we go. No, because I've just restarted this, so theoretically this shouldn't be active.
Okay, so just click on ground and try and contact him.
I'm just worried that it's going to say you've already got an active IFR flight plan, but we'll see what goes on. Good evening, Heathrow. Speedbird 25 Yankee Gate 501, looking to pick up IFR flight plan to EHAM Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. Alcohol free, by the way.
1 second for that clearance.
Okay, so she's going to give it to me again. That's good. Oops.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, cleared to Amsterdam Schiphol via the Brookmans Park 7 Golf departure. Departure runway 27 left. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 125.625 squawk 4251.
Clear to Amsterdam Schiphol via the Brooklyn Park 7 Golf departure. Departure runway 27 left. Initial climb to flight level 060. Departure on 125.625 squawk 4251. Speedbird 25 Yankee. And because I've read that right, that should now put all that information into
Speedbird 25 Yankee, read back correct.
So there
Contact
we go,
ground on
4251.
121.905 when ready.
121.905, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay. Oh, that's because I'm doing that. That's because I'm going closer like that.
Okay, if you want to do that, can you just do me a favour?
Oh, is it really, really badly loud?
You just said my ears, so just do
Oh,
my ears.
God. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
One, which one down? This one?
Click on the three dots.
Yeah.
Uh,
Right, let's
put
do a
that on-
test.
Put that on.
Oh, my God.
No. Just type in 200. Type in 200.
Speedbird 974, Golf, runway 27
Okay,
left taxi.
I need it.
via
Yeah,
Alpha.
okay. Let me
Link
just check it
53,
first.
Bravo, link 28. November
How's that,
1.
guys? How's that, guys? Speedbird 25 Yankee. Check. Okay. Right. Might need to make it a little bit less, is what I'm saying.
American 901, runway 27 left
121,
taxi.
905.
Bravo, link 28, November 1.
Oh.
Runway 27 left taxi via Foxtrot Bravo, link 28, November 1, American 901.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't need to do it, but I just think it's cool.
Okay, that's better. Much better.
Okay, APU on. Okay, we're going to put the APU on for the engines now. Okay, initial climb 6,000 feet. We're all good there. QNH is doesn't give us QNH, does it? Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Can you give me QNH, please? Cool. Okay, we can minimise that.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Heathrow ground. Not clear what you said. Say again.
See, it says Q and H. Look. Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee, QNH. Request, thank you. What is the current there? I think it's Control B, isn't it? I think it's Control B that gives you the accurate QNH setting.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, QNH 1028.
QNH 1028, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Well, that's a good job that we found that out, isn't it? So this is basically that what I'm adjusting here is my, I think it's my pressure above sea level sort of setting, my altitude, my barometer setting, I think, something like that anyway. If you had an instrument, it would show you that kind of thing. Okay, so we are 2370 aircraft loaded. We are all good then. Resend the load sheet. And now what we're doing is we're going to send this to the MCDU, which is the little computer that I talked about. We're all good there. We're all loaded, so now we can get rid of the jetway. We can toggle the jetway. And there it goes. L1 door is shut. We're all happy with that. We're going to remove the chocks and cones right now. We're going to go into the departure preferences. Now I can calculate these numbers here. These are my takeoff speeds, basically. V1, V rotate. So V1 rotate. We kind of ignore V2, to be honest with you. I mean, just so long as they fall within the numbers. But most important number is that VR. So this will now calculate with all those weights and balances in terms of the fuel and the cargo and the passengers and all that kind of stuff. It will now give me three numbers here. So we will calculate. Okay, so our takeoff speed is 150 knots. So what I'm going to do here is send that to the MCDU, which will show up on my performance page. We're all good there. We are running there. Everything's fine there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to import the flight plan that we've talked about. And to do that, you basically request from the sheet from the iPad, and that will give you these numbers here. Now, flight numbers, there's some stuff that you obviously need to do manually. So 25 Yankees, my flight number. My cost index, which we talked about earlier on, is 46. That's basically the performance of the engines, and you need to maximize the performance of the engines in order to minimize the amount of wear and tear on the engines. So cruise altitude, we agreed, is 29,000 feet, and then that will give me my flex temperature as well. So we now go to the flight plan, and then we're going to select our departure runway, which is 27 right, and we are on the BPK 7 Foxtrot departure, which is, this is all for the autopilot that I'm basically programming here, folks. And our arrival into EHAM, which is Schiphol, is going to be ILS 27, this runway here. So we select that, and the it should be red for 1A, which is our approach, which is this one here. Again, we're matching this all up with the with what we're seeing here. You can see here, look, see this route down here. So EGLL 27 right on the BPK 7 Foxtrot. That's our departure initial climb point 2, and then of course you got EHAM red for 1A, which is if you look on the chart here, there's red for there. We're going to go in on the Sugol arrival. And the BPK, so that's where the aircraft's going to climb out to. The autopilot is basically going to take us out to that transition there, and we're at that point in time going to be climbing to 6,000 feet. So we've selected red for 1 out. Again, we insert that. Now what we've got to do here is, this is very important, because all these numbers in magenta are quite important, because that means that the aircraft has accepted those numbers, and it's going to climb to specific altitudes. You can see here all these different waypoints, as they're known, will show you the climb to BPK 6000. So it's basically the autopilot will take me on a climb up to 6,000 feet. Before I reach that, I can almost guarantee you that Tower will put me over to departures or another frequency. I will be handed over to them, and they will then probably say climb to 18 or 19,000 feet, etc., etc., etc. But what we're looking for here is discontinuities, and there is one there. So the best way to, well, the only way to get rid of that is to clear it. So this is something that I've obviously learned from my watching, and that's the end of the flight plan. So we only actually had one discontinuity on it, so everything's looking good there. Then we'll just sort of like do let's just have a look and see where we're at up the top there. We're all good there. Okay, so our map is in. So basically the MCDU has now imported everything from there into here. So we're all good here. These little dots here indicate managed. So those basically, that's the aircraft's autopilot system, which will manage the aircraft in flight up to, well, throughout the entire flight. We're showing on here, making sure that we're looking at the 150 knots. That's 150 knots, not mile an hour. In Europe it's 150 knots. I think it's America's, I think it's miles an hour. But there's our initial climb here, 6,000 feet as well. So, and of course we can go into here, and we can do, if we want to, run our way through the flight plan. But to be honest with you, I'm quite happy with it. Just do a quick takeoff configuration check, make sure that everything's working. If it wasn't, you'd have indicators come up here. At the moment we've got the park brake, which is on here. TCAS is on standby. Company messages we can do that if we want, but that's basically them sending the resending the load sheet, so that normally you'd have somebody come in on the flight deck, thanks mate, you know, and you check that load sheet against what's on your MCDU, etc. And the APU bleed is open at the moment, so we're kind of nearly on our way. I'm just going to run through my checklists here. GPU start with NAS switches, PWS is on, APU is started, remove GPU and chocks, we've done that. Transponder TCAS is on, load sim brief done, Aircraft calculate V numbers done. Set up MCDU done. Set initial climb done. QNH done and set squawk done. Okay, we're ready for pushback. And we're 1 minute behind schedule. Okay, we're good. Okay. Good evening, Heathrow Ground. Speedbird 25 Yankee, gate 501. Looking for clearance for pushback and engine start.
Alpha 9 Echo, Alpha Speedbird 575.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, pushback and engine start approved. Face east.
Pushback, engine start approved. Face east. Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly go up here because this is kind of a prompt for the guys on the ground with GSX Pro by firing up the beacons. That basically puts, it's like pressing the start button for those guys. Oh, mate, you need to come down here, son. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Hopefully no interruption on there.
We are ready for pushback.
Okay, that's him telling us that we're ready for pushback. Now I should hopefully bring this up. It will say face east. I was just putting the locking pin. Okay, so that's the bypass pin that he's just put in there, which basically locks the wheel out from it doesn't stop the wheel from steering, but it locks it out from the top system, so it just turns like that. Normally when the locking pin's out, the whole thing will turn like that, but this is to stop the aircraft undercarriage from basically potentially snapping if they input a big turn on it, because they put a lot of pressure on the normal steering system. Okay, park brake is on. Engines are. We're just looking down at on my box here, folks. Just double checking. Eventually, we'll have to put auto brakes on max, which is this little fella over here, which basically means it's maximising the braking power if in the case of a rejected takeoff. Okay, so he said facing east, so we're just going to go facing southeast.
Parking brakes, please.
Okay, parking brake released.
Commencing push.
Okay, commencing
All
push.
engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, we're going to start engine one. Ignition start. We've already got our bleed on the engines, as you can see. Hopefully, I did put it on. Did I put it on? Yes, I did. Okay, so we can go engine one start. This is cool. Watch, listen to this. Yeah.
652, Heathrow ground, pushback, engine start approved. Face down.
Nice. Engine winding up. Nice temperature now. It's getting up there. Exhaust temperature's building. You can tell that the tone of the engine when she gets up to her full operating speed / temperature, etc. So we're just about getting there now. We're going to go start number 2. That's our right hand engine.
Please set parking brake. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
I'm going to tell him it's a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
I don't like that bit. I don't like that bit. So he's going to drop the aircraft down now. At the moment he's clamped around the front undercarriage. He'll drop that down, open the clamps and drive away. There he goes, clamps opening. Engine number 2 starting nicely. So this guy here will come in and release or remove the pin, and then he'll show it to me as he walks back.
Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
So now I've turned off the APU, the little engine at the back of the aircraft, remember. That's now removed. He's going to walk off. There he goes. He's going to show me the pin, which I'm quite happy with. Thanks, mate. I'm just going to do a quick. We're going to go flaps 1. Now we're going to set the aircraft up for flight. You can see the flaps moving on the back of the wing there. That's going into the number 1 position. We've got flaps 1, 2, 3, 4. But the only time that you use more than one flap 1, well, sometimes you'll use flap 2 on takeoff, but mainly. Now let's just see about these. Oh, there you go. You see, no. Okay, so that is not the inlet for the APU then, because the APU is now shut down. So we'll have to find out where the inlet for the APU is. But anyway, how cool is that, folks? Okay, so I'm going to get myself set in position here. I'm going to do a quick what's called an F and F check. If you see, watch us live on the show, you see right opposite us with an aircraft tape facing behind. He'll check the elevators in the down and the up position. He'll check the rudder to make sure that the rudder's working. He'll check the ground spoilers and the ailerons at the end of the wing. I'm going to do that now. So we're going to go elevators first, very important, all the way through. Now normally you'd be looking at this on the instrument as well at the front, so you can see the you can see that moving up and down as well. Okay, rudder left, rudder right. Okay, turning left, ailerons, turning right. Interesting. It doesn't seem right. That's my speed brakes. They're my ground spoilers, and my ailerons are working very minimally. So if I put my speed brakes up now, that's full speed brake. Well, I'm just going to go with it, mate. I'm going to go with it. So now one last thing we need to do. Let's just do APU bleed, engine start to ignition, engine starts, flaps set, APU off, auto brake set to max. Auto brake set to max. There it is on the side there. We've done the F and F check. A little bit. Okay, you can see there on my display there. You can see the cross moving, which is basically okay. Let's just double check here. Make sure that we got. Just do one final takeoff configuration check. Don't want to do it. But spoilers, need to arm the spoilers, very important. That wasn't on my checklist. Spoilers armed, flaps 1, we're all good there, everything's. Hold on a minute, I reset this, didn't I? Bit naughty there, transponder's not on. Everyone's like, well, I can't see him on flight radar. Okay, we are good to there, engine's on. Everything seems to be fine, and I think we are about ready to taxi to the runway, and we're 10 minutes late.
Shamrock 38 Whiskey Contact Tower on 124.48.
Tower Speedbird 25 Yankee. Looking to taxi to departure. I'm on on the wrong. She said 121.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, taxi to runway 27 left via link 56 Bravo, link 28, November 1.
Taxi to runway 27 left via link 56 Bravo, link 28, November 1, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Now the good thing is that it gives me my live map. Okay, so this is really cool. Look, folks, this is all my information. This is all the flight, the communication that I'm having with Heathrow. But look at this. Now it's giving me my taxiway instructions. And you know what, Jilly? I think that based on the fact that I'm doing everything myself, where normally you'd have a first officer, yeah, you'd have a first officer, a second person who'd be taking those taxi instructions and wouldn't have all this workload. I'd be just coming with information from him, or her. So I'm taking this as my co-pilot. So I don't think there's anything wrong in actually. I don't think this is cheating, if you know what I mean. I don't think it's cheating. Okay, anyway, we're ready to go. So I'm going to follow this pink line here, folks. And we are ready to rock and roll. Let's just hope that those park brake off. Sorry. What I'm saying is that if you go on sim, what is it? The pucker, VATSIM. If you go on VATSIM, you don't get any of that. I don't think. But you can still use your Navigraph, can't you? Well, actually, no, I don't think Navigraph zooms in that far, does it? So you have to basically. Okay, that's interesting. Really? This was happening the other night with all this traffic that's bleeding. Oh look, Uzbekistan. Bleeding hooligan! Now I'll tell you what, that I've got to be honest with you, that's got a lag in it. I learnt this the other night. Look, it's got a lag in it. Yeah, see that shadow, man? Uzbekistan. I like this. Is this all other sim pilots here? Or is it just a random collection of aeroplanes? All Nippon 737, look at that, man. A320. Is it? It is. Oh hello, got a bit of a. Oh dear, look. Look at that 777. Has what happened again? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I think. Well, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. It'll still fly out to the BPK. It'll just be a longer route. I could try. Heathrow ground, Speedbird 25 Yankee, requesting runway switch to 27 right.
Runway 27 is not available.
Not available. Runway 27 is not available. That's a glitch, mate. That's a glitch, isn't it? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as I've got runway 27 at EHAM, and I don't have to make any changes halfway across the channel. Cool. Hey, look at that! Egypt Air A320, and that's a 300 as well. That's about the only ones that are still running because they. Stains, innit? It's just stains. Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah, you take your time. Just carry on. Do what you like. I've never seen the ailerons move that much, man. It's the ground spoilers doing that. They come up when I stop. This is if you go back to March, folks, and look at my first sim challenges. my taxiing was terrible. Doing it different. Because my departure time is 1:28. Therefore, it should have been 2. Yeah. Yes, they were on the southern. Yeah. Yeah. Shut up.
Contact tower on 124.48.
What's that? Saudi jet left yesterday. Indeed, it did, and it's arrived, and everything's cool. So, I'd love to say it's a shame, isn't it? They should have done a documentary on that. No, they should have done. That would have been really cool for people and engineers and technicians to know how they fix a carbon fuselage jet. You know, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I mean, for them it might be, but you know, they kind of know what they're doing. But it'd be really interesting to, like, how do they do that? You know, the old how do they do that? And we don't want to know about how to make ravioli and meatballs, factory ones, that is. Okay, so we're basically taxiing all the way. It's a bit odd, isn't it, that they have that kink in the
Tower, speedbird 9034.
Okay, we're taxiing a little bit fast here. 27 knots, 26 knots. Let's put a little bit of brake on, shall we? Okay, down to 19 knots. Still a little bit fast, but I think knot 30 is max. What the hell's that? What's that? 380 over there, mate. Aerojet. Wow. Oh, Korean jumbo going out, mate. Oh my God, is that Olympic? It can't be Olympic. It looks like Olympic, doesn't it? It's Rio. Does that say Rio? It is Olympic. It blooming well is Olympic. Wow, last time I saw one of those was a 707 at Gatwick or something. That's where we went from.
Yes.
On Iceland Air. Okay, checklist for after takeoff. Oh wow, Koreans going rogue. Well, sorry, it's, intersecting on whatever it is. Oh, look at that. Is that a South African 747? Oh, no, it can't be. No, it's ACT? Air ACT? No. DS Prey. Osprey. Oh, sorry. I'm surprised that they're easy, son. Easy there. I'm surprised they haven't got Concorde in there. Contact Heathrow ground. Oh, what was that? No, it wasn't. Heathrow Tower, isn't it?
Speedbird 25 Yankee, contact tower on 124.48, safe flight.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, 124.48. Thank you. Good afternoon, Heathrow Tower. Speedbird 25 Yankee, ready for takeoff, runway 27 left. I think I might be going before him.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, you are on ground frequency. Contact tower on 124.48.
Oh, I didn't call it out right. Contact tower 124.48 for takeoff clearance. Speedbird 25 Yankee. Just did it the wrong way. Okay, 124.48. Okay, so let's just make sure we're on the right frequency there. 124.48. Okay, there we go. Good evening, Heathrow Tower. Speedbird 25 Yankee, ready for takeoff. Runway 27 left.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Heathrow Tower, runway 27 left. Wind 270 at 5, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, she should be saying line up and wait. So what's that Korean doing? Runway 27 left, clear for takeoff, Speedbird 25 Yankee. I have a jet that's Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 25 Yankee. We appear to have an aircraft live on the runway. Please advise. Yeah. Just do a nosy.
25 Yankee, negative, hold position. Stand by for further instructions.
Standing by, further instructions, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Oh, bit of drama, look. You know what happened the other day? This happened, exactly the same thing happened, and I just went. Just sort of like look away, you know, like, yeah, because it was like I was waiting there forever. Oh yeah, he's going to Terminal 4, isn't he? That's true, yes. He's infringing on the runway, isn't he? Yeah, it's a glitch, 100% glitch. Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 25 Yankee, ready for departure, runway 27 left. If she says negative, I'm just going to go.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, runway 27 left. Wind 270 at 5.
Yeah, for takeoff, there we go. Clear for takeoff, runway 27 left, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Thank you. Okay, flaps good, everything's fine. Well, right, close your eyes. Okay, flex. Speed is live, 60 knots. Feel the front end just rise ever so slightly after you put the elevators back into neutral position. 120 knots. Centre line, nice. Hear the wheels on the centre line. Bringing it up, 140 knots. We're ready to rotate. V1, rotate. Bring it up around about 15-20 degrees. We have a positive rate of climb. We're going to go gear up. Nice. Okay, we can now just wait for that speed.
25 Yankee. Contact departure on 125.62 on.
Okay, we're just going to go autopilot now. Going to come back on the throttles. Contact departure 125.625 Speedbird 25 Yankee. Climbing up to that 6,000 feet. Throttles back to climb. I think once we're at about 180 knots we'll be able to pull the flaps in. Flaps in. We're going to go standard on QNH. That's an important thing you need to because that is, we're not on the ground anymore. I think that's something to do with it. And now you can see here the flight path being tracked and flown, managed across these three here. Look, you can see the dots here indicate that you're flying on autopilot. This CSTR is constraints, which is always a nice thing to have. I'd like to see a little bit more option for this, you know, but you can't. So now it's just going to fly that that route. And hopefully, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I was saying earlier on, what's really important is to maintain contact with air traffic control. But whilst we're in that climb phase, I'm going to do something really keep myself way ahead. I'm going to go for my arrival performance on here. Now we can apply the METAR there, and that's at our arrival point. So winds 230 degrees at 08 knots. It's 3 degrees. And your QNH is 1026. Those are the numbers that we'll put into the altimeter when we're on approach. So what I'll go do is go into here, just keeping an ear out, make sure I don't hear my my call sign. We'll go into the performance page here. Okay, so we kind of need to leave all of this alone. And just make sure that it's correct. Now, what is interesting is there's information that you need to input here. Now, the barrow puts not a lot of people off. It would have put me off anyway. That's actually our minimum decision height, for which we find out all those numbers in here. Basically, in order to establish ourselves on the glide slope, which basically takes us on a nice, easy, steady 3.2 degrees initially, 2.2 and then 4 degrees. It steps up a little bit. But anyway, we need to be at 2,000 feet when we hit TIDVO, which is on our routing, which is very important on the computer. So what we're looking at is the decision height, which is here. This is instrument landing system, the ILS, standard state. This is in other conditions, but basically we're looking at 188 feet. So we need to input that information into your barrow setting. Okay, now if we go over to here, we've got QNH 1026. Let's just quickly put that in there. 1026 is the QNH. Temperature was 3, and and the winds were 230 at 8 knots, that is. Okay, so let's just put that in there. 8 and then enter that, and then we're done basically. So that's basically the aircraft being programmed for its approach. So I'm way ahead of myself there. We're all good there, everything's fine there. Let's bring that back. Should have done that because your brake setting only needs to be as per your auto brake setting. Also, there's something on here that you could change here. You see here, dry, good, medium, medium, poor, or poor is when the runway is contaminated, otherwise known as contaminated. So you'll see here, with these numbers all put in here, you can see our runway. If we put it onto, if it was peeing with rain, it would change these numbers here. So we just leave it on that, keep that as it is, come back into here. So we're now all done with that. So we don't have anything more to do. However, we are at 6,000 feet. Let's just check where we are. Have we hit the BPK at the moment? I don't think we have. What's interesting is here, you can see here on my screen, this gives me all my information. I don't need to go down to here. I could do if I want to, and I can see all my flight information here. Basically, when I reach BPK, I should be at 6,000 feet. Now, at any point in time, they're going to give me a clearance up to probably 25,000 feet, I think. So we are 7.5 nautical miles before we hit that. So what I'll do now is I'll stay a little bit ahead of myself. I'm already on 125, 625. Oh, I was, okay. Good afternoon, Heathrow departure, Speedbird 25 Yankee, 6,000 feet, direct BPK, 7 Golf.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Heathrow radar, identified climb flight level 210.
Flight level 210, Speedbird 25 Yankee. What did you say, 250?
Speedbird 25 Yankee, climb flight level 240.
240, right, okay. Flight level 240, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so I obviously need to stay all the time ahead of myself in terms of, there's only so far I can see up in here. What I will do is I will go over here and I can now check my position by way of that. So here's my position here. You can see that's the aircraft. So I need to basically monitor all of these waypoints and make sure that I'm at the correct altitude. Sometimes it does waver, but there's only so much you can see here on this screen. So the best thing to do is just to keep an eye out and head to so top tree flight level 130, match 145, 14,500 feet, at Brain 20,000 feet, and Gasper 21,000 feet. So we've got a long way to go before we reach all of those. So what they're basically doing is he's putting me at 24,000 feet now, so we climb through all of those altitudes at the right assigned altitude at that waypoint. That's the way I see it anyway. Engines all running nice, temperatures are good, everything's fine there. We're all happy there. Now we wait until we're at...
Speedbird 25 Yankee, climb flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Speedbird 25 Yankee. So basically he's keeping me ahead of my flight plan here. So this will, by the time we get to flight level 280, I can almost guarantee you that we will be at that point, which is what's known as the top of descent, or the top of climb, which will put us back down in towards Schiphol. So it's a relatively short flight. Obviously, once you're at this point, if you were on a transatlantic flight, for example, they would have already probably cleared us to flight level 380 or something like that, depending on what operator it is and what your routing is, etc., etc. Found that in the clear out, and that made me think, what did the first flight, and this is the reason why I didn't do Microsoft Flight Sim in the beginning, because I think I probably put that in my computer that had a disk drive and went, no, I don't really know what I'm doing here. Okay. Oh, I thought you ran it off of that. No? Oh, okay, that's why it never worked then. Okay. Engine screaming away nicely. Is me. Oh, let's see if that hatch is closed. Yes, it has. That's definitely a pressurization. Oh, and this one as well.
Yankee, climb flight level 290.
Flight level 290, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, that's basically our final altitude change before we start our descent. But yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? So I think that is... let's just have a little look here. Oh, by the way, folks, just to let you all know that the studio is nearly finished. Can we show it? Who's over there? Look. Yes, I can. But it's a long way off there in the distance. Oh, we're making a turn. Stand by, we're making a turn. We're making a turn here. Oh, what's going on there? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, we've made a little turn there. Hold on a minute. I've moved. What? Oh, I'm alright.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
It's on
Okay. Did anyone okay, let me just try this. What are the flaps? Oh no, because they're going to show me the flaps, the wing flaps, aren't they? What are the vent flaps at the back of an A320? Go. The primary vent flap located in the rear fuselage of the 320.
Yankee, contact London Control on 135.425.
London Control on 135.425, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Good afternoon, London Control, Speedbird 25 Yankee, flight level 223, direct Ratlow. Basically, I'm telling him where my next waypoint is. The outflow valve.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, London Control, identified. Hi there.
Hello. Primary vent flap located in the rear fuselage of an A320 is the outflow valve.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, roger, flight level 223, direct to Ratlow.
Okay, 223 direct to Ratlow. Okay, so hold my position. London Control, just to confirm, flight level 223 direct to Ratlow, negative on flight level 290.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, negative, maintain flight level 290. Cleared direct Ratlow.
Flight level 290, cleared direct Ratlow, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so Ratlow is 17.6 miles. We're never going to make a Ratlow at 290. I don't think we're going to. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we will. Anyway, outflow valves. The main purpose is to regulate cabin pressure during flight. So, in other words, that valve, that flap there, is I see. Look, it's not fully flush. It's not fully closed.
Expect the Redfish 1 Alpha arrival. Anticipate descent in about 5 minutes.
Expect the Redfish 1A Alpha arrival. Anticipate descent in about 5 minutes. Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so like I told you, he's going to bring me at the Ratlow. Is going to bring me at the top of. I'm at the top of the climb, coming up to the top of the climb in 11 nautical miles. This is where it gets a little bit sort of like making sure that we're all our altitudes are right. And the aim, like I said, the most important thing of everything is to make sure that we hit this number here at Tidvo. We've got to be at 2,000 feet, because otherwise the instrument landing system, which is the what's going on here? Okay, the instrument, that's just over there and I can see you. It's like not normally like, oh, it's because I've moved it, isn't it? The instrument, oh yeah, no, hold on a minute, that's supposed to be like that. I know, but I want that. But I want this in there, There we go, that's it, there we go. So yeah, what was I talking about? The red phone. Oh yes, the Instrument Landing System, the ILS. Your aircraft has a unique identity, and basically it will connect with the Instrument Landing System, and the Instrument Landing System will control that descent to a point where you will land. If you want to do auto land, you can do auto land, but I'm going to be coming off my autopilot around about 500 feet and hopefully land it manually. Okay. London Control, Speedbird 25 Yankee, ready for descent instructions? Let's get that done now.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, cleared Redfish 1 Alpha into Schiphol. When you're ready to begin, your descent flight level 200.
Okay, we're good. Descend flight level 200, red for 1A into Schiphol, Speedbird 25 Yankee. I don't know if that's read back the right way.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, descend flight level 200. Cleared Redfish 1 Alpha into Schiphol.
Descend flight level 200, cleared, red for 1A into Schiphol, Speedbird 25 Yankee. So I'm putting myself at around, I'm going to go 1500 feet per minute just to manage that speed, that descent a little bit better. Just because Redfer, let's just have a look on our little friend down there. Redfer, we should be at 230. Now, between Redfer and Salute, you can see the difference here. That's quite a considerable difference. So this is when it starts to get interesting. So Sugol, you need flight level, you need to be at 10,000 feet. Now, what I did the other night was so we're a long way from Sugol at the moment, and at Sugol we need to be at flight level 100, which is 10,000 feet. So I would say that at Redfer we want to sort of like, yeah, we've got 10 nautical miles for Redfer. We can descend a little bit faster than that. So basically, as you can see here, my target is flight level 200, in other words 20,000 feet. So we're descending through there at the moment. This little green indicator here shows us whether we're above or below the profile. At the moment I'm miles below the descent profile, I believe that is. What I am going to do right now is I'm just going to select landing system. I know we're way away from it. It's just another thing that we can do which won't upset the aircraft's geometry or systems or anything like that. We're at a good speed, everything's fine. 325 knots, that's fine, that's about average. I'll tell you what I didn't do was I didn't do that on there. So this is my sort of like backup compass, which is a okay, we're getting down there nicely. So at Redfer, we're bang on Redfer right now. Should be 230, but at Salute, which is our next point, it should be 130. So I'm going to call up.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, cross Sugol at or below, flight level 100.
There we go. That's exactly what I was going to do. Okay, so what it's basically cross Sugol at or below flight level 100, Speedbird 25 Yankee. So what it's basically telling me, don't be above it, but you can be below it if you want to be below it. So
Speedbird 25 Yankee, roger, crossing Sugol at or below flight level 100.
crossing Sugol at or below flight level 100, Speedbird 25 Yankee. So it's going to send me all the way down to 10,000 feet now from 22,500 feet. But we still have, as you can see, quite some distance to go to reach that 10,000 feet at Sugol. So we're managing the descent now down towards our arrival.
25 Yankee, contact Amsterdam radar on 120.555.
This is good. Contact Amsterdam radar 120.555, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so that should automatically switch us out here. But I'm going to do it anyway. Good afternoon, Amsterdam radar, Speedbird 25 Yankee, descending through flight level 200, direct Salute.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Amsterdam radar identified. Good afternoon.
Okay, so he has recognised me. Ground operations. On the ground, the outflow valve is typically fully open to ensure the cabin is fully pressurized. Automatic operation. The valve is electronically controlled by the cabin pressure controllers, the CPSCs, which receive data from various sensors to adjust the valve's position automatically and continuously, which are these sensors, these kind of sensors all along the belly of the aircraft and also on the top of the aircraft. These are all temperature and pressure sensors and all that kind of thing, which makes them really, really clever. So that must be the APU inlet, which stays open for a period of time when the aircraft is, before the aircraft departs the airport. Okay, 18,000 feet and descending, flight to flight level 100. We've set our performance pages, we're all good with that. Everything looks good on the descent. So Sulut, we'll just double check that Sulut, we need to be at 135. Well, that doesn't matter because I'm heading towards, so at Sulut, or Sulut, this point here in 12.7 kilometers, we need to be at flight level 130, I think it was. I know this is quite a rapid descent, and it's probably but as you can see here, folks, coming into view now, this magenta point here indicates that I am on target to reach the altitude of 10,000 feet by about this point between Sulut and Sugol. So by the time I hit Sugol, I will be at the right altitude, or I should be. Dun, dun, dun.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Amsterdam radar, contact Schiphol approach on 118.08.
Contact Schiphol approach 118.08, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Do you remember when I used to do all of that manually with the radio? And I was like, oh, what do I do here? What's it called? Come a long way, man. We've come a long way. Oh, spoilers aren't. Interesting. They should have been unarmed a long, long time ago. Good evening, Schiphol, approach Speedbird 25 Yankee, passing flight level 139er, direct Sulut. What's that? Nobody's gone. Chat was dead.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, Schiphol approach, identified. Good afternoon. Cleared Sugol transition. Expect the ILS runway 27 approach into Schiphol.
Cleared Sugol transition. Expect the ILS 27 approach into Schiphol. Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, so here comes. I'm coming up on my Sugol approach now. So this is where it starts getting quite So at Sugol, we just need to make sure that we are at Sugol. We're going to be at flight level 100. Okay, so decel at Lim Lidtidvo. Okay, so so I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? As soon as I hit Sugol, I'm gonna start my descent to 2,000. How far I've got? 11.7. We're at 10,000 feet now. That's good. Okay. Just double check with approach. Amsterdam approach, Speedbird 25 Yankee, flight level 100. Hopefully he's going to give me down to 7,000 feet or something like that.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, identified. Good afternoon.
Okay. The other evening because we kind of want to, I might override here. Speed limit exceeded. It's going back down to the right speed. It's speed's managed, heading is managed. Let's try that 30. Amsterdam approach, Speedbird 25 Yankee, looking for clearance to altitude, flight level 30.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, climb flight level 30.
Climb. Speedbird 25 Yankee, descending, flight level 30. Enemy coast ahead, sir. Roger, roger. Radio silence, boys. Shh. You better be opening this is going to work, folks, because I'm telling you, we're moving on from the 320 next time we're doing Flight Sim Challenge. So I'm hopeful that this is going to be our piece de resistance and the final A320 operation for the time being. For the time being, we're going to move up to a larger aircraft, and then I need to type rate myself, or conversion course more than anything else, not type rating, but a conversion course onto the Boeing, which is going to be interesting. So we'll probably go 737 and then onto the 787. Is it 9 o'clock already? Okay, 7,500. We have 32 nautical miles to Tidvo and 48 hours to Myth. So which is 2570. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do 2,500 feet. Okay, it was 1026, wasn't it? Was it? 1026, wasn't it? Okay, I am now going to select approach. And what that will do is you can just see down here this little diamond down here. I don't know if they can see it because I might be in the way there. Yeah, you can just about see there See the little diamond? That and these two magenta, that you're going to get the height and the hold on a minute, just make sure I'm getting myself fully lined up here. Okay, so we are at 250 knots. My limit speed is 230 knots. I'm going to bring my speed in now down to 230 knots, and that means that I can start using flaps. There's Schiphol off in the distance there, so we're going to be making quite a long run past the airfield and then making a right hand turn. We are at 5,300 feet. We need to be getting ourselves down quite still got 21 nautical miles to that point, that turning point, so we should be able to do it. A little bit of speed brake. I'm going to bring the speed down to 180 knots just so that I can make sure that I reach that waypoint not ahead of schedule, because I want to make sure that I'm nicely within my altitude range for like I said, hitting that ILS. As you can see, what I'm aiming for here, folks, is this here. This is really important. So when I make the turn, I need to be at 2,000 feet. At the moment I'm 3,300 feet. That's still good. We've got 16.4 miles, so I should be able to bleed off at least 1,000 feet, and here comes the 2,500 foot marker now. So once that's done,
2,500.
there we go. Okay, let's go flaps 1. Oh no, too early. Sorry. We're bringing that speed down. We need to bring that speed down to. I don't know why my speed was up so high, but we're all good. We're all good. Got 12 nautical miles. We're at 2,500 feet. I'm now going to feed 2,000 feet into here. About 700 feet per minute is about a good range here. Speed coming down. A little bit of speed brake. 2,000 feet. Okay. Slow it down. Speed it up a little bit. Sorry.
KLM 87 Echo contact Amsterdam info on 12 or decimal 3.
Actually, I'm a little bit slower, I think. So we're going to go flaps 1. So when we make the turn at Tidvo, we are at 2,000 feet. We should line up perfectly with the ILS, or the instrument landing system. Coming up on 161 knots. That's fine. We're all good there with speed. We can go, as soon as we've made the turn, we're going to go gear down and then flaps 2. Some pilots do it other ways round in terms of like their synchronization, whether they go flaps 1, gear down, flaps 2, flaps 3, flaps 4, whether they go flaps 1, flaps 2, gear down. But you need to be flaps 1, I think, from speaking to pilots. You want to be at flaps 1 before you make the turn, and then you can, once you're all lined up. This is a very tight turn, isn't it? Wow, this is a very tight turn, man. And here comes the turn now. So I'm going to go.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, cleared for the ILS runway 27 approach via Seagull.
Cleared for the ILS runway 27 approach via Seagull, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Okay, we're going gear down.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, contact Schiphol Tower on 118.105 when established.
Schiphol Tower 118.105, Speedbird 25 Yankee. So this should put me in line with the runway now.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, contact Schiphol Tower on 118.
Good afternoon, Schiphol Tower, Speedbird 25 Yankee, fully established, runway 27, Speedbird 25 Yankee. Did I just repeat myself there? Okay, aircraft descending nicely.
Speedbird 25 Yankee,
flap 3.
Schiphol Tower, winds 210 at 10, runway 27, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 27, Speedbird 25 Yankee, thank you. Sure, I've got my spoilers armed, otherwise I won't be able to come off of the master caution there. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, let's just go quickly on here. Go on strobes. Should have done this ages ago, man. All of this stuff. Stop laughing, Jilly. Landing, nose, taxi. Oh, record, flight recorder. This one here? Flaps 4, gear down. Thousand feet. See my magentas here, folks? Where is it?
I don't know, because you went to do a click it, then you went on there and all these.
Oh, it's too late. It's too late. No, man, no, stop.
Well, I'm on this screen.
You're on the wrong screen, mate. What are you doing? What are you doing? What you?
It was
Oh, mate.
It was scrolling this screen, so how does it do it on that one?
It won't let me come off autopilot.
Click on the screen.
At 100. 50, 30, 20, retard.
Don't even need any reversers, mate. God, blimey, that was a bit of luck, wasn't it? Hey? Bit of a... What happened there? What happened there?
Speedbird 25 Yankee, welcome to Schiphol. Contact ground on 121.65.
What is going on here? What is going on here?
What do you mean what is going on?
It won't let me. It won't let me taxi. It's
Well, you went to open this up here, and then
yeah.
you
That's
did something.
bugged it all out, isn't it?
No, you
I
haven't.
didn't do anything. I landed perfectly, mate. I don't want that on anymore. That can sod off, as far as
What,
I'm
say
concerned.
intentions?
No, not saying
Well,
intentions.
that's what that is.
The bloody recorder. It's not
You
letting me.
didn't open the recorder. It say intentions. It was flashing. You clicked something.
Wow, man. Yeah, but it's all gone. Look. My mouse has gone all fast. Because you were doing this, wiggling around with that,
I
man.
wasn't doing anything.
You were. You did. It was definitely your fault.
Of course it was. I expect nothing less. But the fact of the matter is, Jerry.
It's not
you
letting me
went-
move. It's not
you
letting me
went to
move.
click.
Whatever, man. Whatever. When you grabbed the mouse and you were trying to get that thing
Because
back
you'd
up.
already clicked on that and scrolled down and started opening other stuff.
Yeah, I know, but I said
I
forget
went to
it, and
put
you
it
went.
right.
Yeah, but you didn't put it right. You had all.
Because you took it off me.
No,
Contact departure on 118 decimal
I
0.
can't move.
Board.
I can't move, man.
It's
Oh, here we go.
something
Here we go.
to do with the
Here we
fact
go.
that-
Here we go.
that you
Stand by.
closed
Stand
and
by.
opened this down.
Good evening, Schiphol ground 121.655. I didn't do anything, mate.
Jerry, do you not remember it popping up there saying intentions? You closed and opened saying intentions down. Because you were clicking on the wrong thing down here.
Okay, whatever, man. Whatever. It just went tits up. I mean, bosoms up when I. 121.655. I got it. Yeah, but mate, honestly, you were scrolling. Didn't you see my screen going all over the gaff?
That shouldn't have happened.
Okay, well it did.
Because.
Good evening, Schiphol ground. Speedbird 25 Yankee requesting taxi to gate. And can we have an immediate removal of Miss Gillian Presswood, please, as soon as we reach the gate? Thank you.
All chat's on my side, so.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, taxi to gate E28 via November 2 Alpha 8. Good day. Speedbird 25 Yankee, contact airport security upon arrival at the gate for assistance with passenger removal.
Just asked me to contact security for a passenger removal.
That's hilarious.
That is fantastic, man.
I've got digital proof. Sticking in my-
Honestly, mate, no. We can go through it, and I can guarantee you that.
Listen, right, you went to click and open the recorder.
And then the thing came back
And
up.
you panicked.
Yes,
And
that's.
you went like that, and you opened another folder. And
I didn't do anything. I didn't.
Jerry, you did all that list of files was what you opened.
Yeah, and then I said, "Oh, leave it," and
No,
you were like,
because you
"Oh, okay,
couldn't.
let me grab it and do it."
You
And
couldn't because you closed this down. That's why it came up on that screen.
okay.
Everybody saw it come up there.
All right.
Citations. Ask
All right.
them, please.
Okay.
Ask them.
All right. Okay. All right. But all I'm saying is that 500 feet, my screen was going all over the gaff. And after all of that flight, I did not want it to go wrong, mate. My taxiing is a little bit off here because of that plane that's stuck there. I'm gonna cut across the taxiway here now and put myself back in line because that bleeding free, that 737 was there, wasn't it? He's gone now, isn't he? Typical, bleeding typical.
If they're taking Julie, they're taking us all.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't get any support, do I? Eh? I don't get any bleeding support, man.
They're all saying yes, he did. It came up on screen. Run saying intention.
Well, even so, I was like, get it off! I don't want it on there.
This your whole
Yes.
thing that's operating your flight.
I don't care. It didn't come up on there.
Yes, it did.
It didn't, man.
It did. You shut it down by accident, and I said you shut it down. I said click that. It comes up on there. Run say intentions to open it back up again. That's what messed up your flight.
Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely
Oh my
not.
God,
My
everybody
flight was
saw
fine.
it.
My flight was fine.
Everybody saw it.
Oh, I've gone the wrong way here. I've gone the wrong way
Everybody
here.
saw it. Oh my God. Everybody saw it, guys. Everybody saw it. I'm not going mad.
I've gone the wrong way here, and I. Well, I don't care because we managed the whole thing, didn't we? Going back out on the Live runway now.
You had like all that flight to get rid of the thing in the first.
I know, and I tried to do it at 1,000 feet.
He's backing down when I know, right?
I'm telling you, man, we'll have to watch it back. We'll have to watch it back. Okay. I think I'm supposed to go down here, you know. There we go. Here's the invisible man, look. I want a complete investigation into this. It went black screen.
Look.
Oh, that's convenient.
No, that's because it goes black screen on that same time.
Let's see the moment of panic.
Look there.
We need to look at it from 1,000 feet out.
That's where it went wrong. That's before I started doing it. Okay?
Okay. It was working absolutely fine until you touched the mouse. I'm telling you, man.
I just showed you it before
I'm
I
telling
touched
you.
the mouse. Not even listening. I just showed you it. Okay. Right. Ready? This is before I touch the mouse. This is where it goes down.
Okay, hold
You're
on.
going to see it and then you're going to see yourself where it goes over. Look. Black screen. That's before I touch it.
Okay.
This is where I'm trying to do that.
And can we have an immediate removal of Miss Gillian Presswood as soon as we reach the gate? Thank you. Contact airport security upon arrival at the gate for assistance with passenger removal.
I'm not a passenger.
Oh, that's funny, man. Schiphol ground, good evening. Speedbird 25 Yankee awaiting gate number. Thank you.
Speedbird 25 Yankee, taxi to gate E28.
I did not, man. I did not.
Yeah, you say
What did he say? D28. Now, why don't they have the gate numbers on the markers here? I think it's between that KLM and the.
Good afternoon, Euro Heathrow, gate Delta 54 is ready to start for charter. And push.
No, there's something in the way there.
FL 361, Schiphol ground, push and start approved, face east. Start approved, face east, Euro 360. Push and start approved, face east, Euro 360.
It was going all over the place, Jilly. You moved the thing and you were trying to wind it in. You were trying to wind it in on there, but it was winding my screen in. You didn't know that it was because you were looking over there.
But look. This is before that happened. Watch the screen go black.
I know everything you're
That is
saying there,
because-
mate, but But
I'm trying to fix it after that fact, right? Look. Everybody, Compass just said it.
this is a terrible.
How did we do this? What's all that time? It's been so easy to get the
I know. I did say to them that I would. Okay, so that is completely wrong. Look at that. How bad is that, man? But anyway. Now my handbrake's on. Wait a minute. I know. Okay, here we go.
Watch the black screen. That's the first
Oh, this is where.
That's the first sign of
Right.
something going wrong.
Okay. Where can I turn it up? Catching flies. Flaps full. Here down. Oh.
See, that was where it went wrong first.
1,000 feet. Can I just say something here?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say something here?
Yeah.
I didn't see that black screen.
No, because you saw open up saying intentions came up with a pop up. They don't see that.
I didn't see that come up. I would have gone.
You pressed OK. You pressed OK on it. It came up run say intentions because you'd accidentally shut this down.
I didn't.
You did, Jerry.
I didn't. I swear I didn't, man. I would have said something there. Look at me. Look at.
Well, listen
Surely
to-
there would have been a reaction. Watch.
Listen.
Watch. 1,000 feet. See my magentas here, folks? I wasn't aware. Hold on. Okay, at this point we're trying to do the. I said flight recorder. Where is it? Okay, Jilly.
No,
right.
no, this was.
Hold on. Oh, it's too late. There we go. Flight recorder. Too late. I don't want it. Okay, which is at that point where you grabbed the mouse. You were like, oh, give it here. And watch.
Can you look at chat
Can you
and tell
please
me
watch
I'm
this?
right?
Can you please watch this?
You're not listening to
Watch.
me at all.
Look what you're doing.
No, stop.
You're not listening, Jerry.
You're on the wrong screen.
When it goes black.
What are you doing?
KLM 22 Victor, push and start approach.
Oh, mate. This was you.
Yes, you're only pointing out
Can you
what
shush
I
a
was
minute?
doing.
This was you doing that and trying to look what you're doing here. That was you doing that. You were trying to get look, and I couldn't look what happened. I was all over the place, so I couldn't
just-
figure
can
out
you
what
just
was going on.
Stop talking for 1 minute.
No,
okay?
you're not going to admit the fact that you're wrong, are you?
Just give me my phone.
No.
I want to.
No, I want to see what my lady's like.
God. Can I not give a timeline of events that
Yes.
I witnessed?
Yeah, I will give my timeline and you give your timeline.
Okay.
And you tell me what was happening at that particular point when it
Stop
was going all
happening.
wavy like that. No, hold on.
Why are you making them?
Oh man, I
You can't even see what you're
absolutely
looking at.
nailed the landing, man. No, they can hear me. I nailed the landing, but
Okay.
anyway.
Timeline
Right, okay.
of events. Timeline of events. Timeline. What a message. Timeline of events. You went, oh, flight recorder, yeah? You went to
Yes,
open it.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you was like, too late. And when you were doing that and dragging off, you shut this down. And it went red down
I
here.
didn't shut that down.
It went red down here.
I did not shut it down, man.
You
Why
didn't
would I
see
shut it down? Why would I
Because-
do that?
Because you didn't see it. Do you not remember clicking something that was flashing red down here?
No,
You did.
I promise you. I swear on Charches.
on all my cat's lives,
I swear
you
on
did.
Charches live.
And that was
I did
saying
not click anything.
intentions.
This was
You
my.
did,
This was my.
Julie.
Ginny, look, I still can't come out of here. Look.
Because you've
no,
got the mouse-
no.
you've
Let
got
me
the
just
mouse
show you
switch
something.
on
Yes,
that. You need to
because
click on
yes,
it.
I know. But
Okay,
this
you're
is
not-
what I tried to do. Look, listen. Can I just show you what I tried to do? Look, this is it. Look, watch. Ready? Look at flight recorder up there. Okay, I pressed that.
You scrolled down.
Okay, and I scrolled down, and I was like, oh, and you
And
went,
it's there.
and you went that one there.
No, because it's not that one there. It's the one above it that's got an icon of the app.
Ah.
You clicked the wrong thing. That's
Okay,
what
hold
I'm
on a minute.
telling
No,
you.
I know. But I
think you
clicked
just
that,
flipped out.
right? And you were like, well, "Where is it?" and all that. And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like,
No,
"Oh, it's too
I
late.
went
It's
to
too
try
late.
and fix what you
It's
messed
too
up.
late. It's too late." And I said,
Can
"It's
I
too late,
finish?
Jilly." Jilly, I said it's too late, right? I said it's too late, and I said, and you went then.
going to
You
burst.
then went. Let me try and do it, and you grabbed it. And you did all of that, and then all of a sudden, I was like, "Give me my mouse, give me my mouse," and you were like, and I was like, "Oh, I can't do anything. What's going on here?" And then I just.
Jerry, you didn't let me finish my timeline of events because I can tell you exactly why you did that when I did that. Yeah? You had to reopen say intentions.
Can
you
I-
stop
can I-
talking?
can I
you
just-
stop talking?
Can I just confirm? Can you admit, Jilly, that you put my mouse into an uncontrollable situation
The
where?
mouse, I'm trying to explain why that happened. Yes, of course
Thank you,
I did.
thank
I
you.
tried to explain
Yes, you
why.
did. Don't need to worry.
I
It's
do,
fine.
I
It's
do,
fine.
I do,
I'm
I
not.
do. Stop. Right, listen to me. You had to reopen say intentions, double red
Yeah,
down there.
right, I didn't
you
see
clicked
that.
on that.
I didn't.
And
I
so
didn't.
you
I didn't click on
absolutely
anything, man.
did.
I was concentrating on this. Why would I want to concentrate on something
was
red
when-
flashing down there?
Because
I
you
needed
this
to.
back up.
I needed to find my
That's why
500
it
foot
went
point so
black.
that I could come off autopilot.
It went black when you did this.
But
It
I
comes
didn't
up.
see it go black.
Oh my God, you don't see it go black. They see it go black because
Okay,
they don't see
okay.
your actual computer screen where it pops up.
Ah.
Do you want to run say
It'd be
intentions?
great if we were.
Do you want to run say intentions? You clicked OK, which put your mouse back active.
Do
on
I
that
want to run
screen.
say intentions? I didn't even see anything. You
You
must have
did
done
it.
it. You must have done it.
You did it. I
You
am
must have
not
done it.
lying.
Because otherwise, why was I looking on the screen here? I would have gone. Why need to?
Because that's exactly what happened.
Very hot and very
Stop it.
sweaty
That's
now.
That's what made the mouse
Okay.
active again on
All
that
right.
screen.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when I'm trying to
All right.
do this,
Okay. Yeah.
it goes
Fair
in
enough.
and out.
Yeah.
So
Fair
yes,
enough.
I did do that. because
Okay. All right.
the
Yeah.
mouse
Fair
was
enough. Yeah.
activated on that screen
Absolutely.
again.
Thanks.
End of story.
Okay.
Good Lord. Please, Jesus, help me.
Okay, there we go, folks. There's going to be people out there like, leave him alone or leave her alone, or well, it's all banter, folks, all banter. But listen, can I just say one thing? Sim pilots, did I do all right? Forget about the last little bit, okay? Forget all about that. But let's just have a little look here and see what people are saying in general about how good or bad I did.
Trying to get a word in edgeways. My fingers big.
Did I do all right? Forget about the... Okay.
Oh, that's funny. I needed
Okay, here we go. I believe this is how Big Jet TV comes to an end. Just finger bigger than just something. Get the black box. We need security to get this off the plane. I'm exhausted. Maybe don't read the chat. Okay, maybe don't read the chat. Yeah. Odds on Jerry have a black eye on Sunday. No, we're all good. I'm not a sim pilot, but it looked good to me. Linda Series, thank you. The airport, blooming boring tonight, Mike saying. The airplane did okay, thanks in general. Sticking out for Jilly. You did good, Misadventure. I think it went smoothly. Nick Delp, you flew great tonight. Avro Arrow, you flew great tonight. Thanks, mate. Aidan Campbell makes 800 A320 cocktails for everyone. Paul Skilling, you were great. Jerry, thanks, mate. Yes, you were 9 out of 10. Tyke Stan. James Taylor Quartet, great flight, Jerry. Gary Biggs loves domestics. You did well, ENR, thank you. Free the Jilly t-shirt available, Aero 911. Can't remember how the flight went. I've been focusing on the 30-minute argument, Kerry Fino. Yes, Alan Q, mind the blood pressure. Easy. We need the cockpit voice recorder, early birdie. All landed safely except the mouse, which got ejected. Miss Marple investigations. Thanks, everybody. Zach, Joseph, Morgan, you did good. Jerry, thank you. Morgan Johansson. Pete Wright, quite quick while you're losing. Yeah, Jerry, the flight was boring, no go-arounds or anything. The landing was the best part. Pup 509. Thank Pup. Appreciate that. Is that Pup?
Yes,
Okay, he's put a number after his thing.
No,
Oh,
people are on
Yeah, sorry folks, they're on bleeding handles again. We're speaking to YouTube, what is it, next week? But it's their agency, so we're not, yeah. We always try, folks. I don't know why they've brought that back. But reading through these, I can see the good thing is that most people changed their name last time they were on. So now I'm seeing, if you see an odd number on your handle, folks, just remove that odd number and I'll remember you from before. Like Pup, Rob Walker, you don't need 2012 in there.
Jerry, if they've got a number on the end, it's probably been put there by YouTube unless they've chose the number, because usernames are unique. So if somebody's already got your username with numbers on the end.
Yearsley, great flight. Heard shouting on the flight deck on arrival and sat on the runway for 5 minutes. Celtic Melt, great flight, poor mouse. Thank you, AH. Thank you very much, 100% well done, as Hayes saying. So now, folks, we are ready to Zach Joseph, well done, Jerry Davey, RFC. Do you use landing rate monitor, as that will help us see what the landing rate was? Landing rate monitor, Jilly. Did you see that? Is that an app or something? Another thing I've got to add on. Landing rate monitor. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for that, Davey. Appreciate that. I will look into that. Mouse to go into witness protection shortly. Alistair Burkett, Basil and Polly live. Well done on flight. Jules Harris, great entertainment. Thank you, Kevin. Take a stand. Yeah, well done, but really, very well done today, Kerry Fino saying. And there's a pilot for you, folks, who became a pilot because of Big Jet TV. How crazy is that? Thank you, Kerry. Appreciate it. Andy Barshaw, you have come all a long way, mate. I think now is the time to put together all the sim shows and put a little thing together of me getting it all wrong and getting angry and stuff. What else is new? Deirdre Rabbit, well done, Jerry. TMC, people are saying you landed with the parking brake on.
Yeah, I saw a few people say that. That's why you couldn't move.
Really? But I put my parking brake off when I leave, and I don't turn it back on again until I get to gate. Was that a glitch? Maybe okay. Pete Wright, you did okay. Great show tonight. Thanks, Ian Morrison. Kevin Parsons, hello, Joey. Julie, good night. Misadventure, the night from the Renaissance. Misadventures at the Renaissance. Probably doing a road trip tomorrow. I have no idea how to remove it. Another channel had okay, so it's just other channels. It's going to happen all across the network. What if it's an even number? Don't know without the numbers. I've chosen this number as Pup went last time they did this. Oh, okay. Well, Pup, put your A320 after it, or 747, or a good number or something like that. Maybe you can't get that either, I don't know. Aidan Campbell, 747 makes sense to put 747 on the end as a thank you. Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all your comments. We made it. Looks like we made it. Thanks, Jilly. Really appreciate her keeping her mouth shut tonight. I've got to be honest with you. I bet she was dying. And thank you to everybody who was probably virtually assisting me, but without Jilly, without me watching the comments. And I just wanted to do it on my own tonight, folks. And apparently, whether that was a glitch or not, the only thing that I got wrong tonight, I think, was the parking brake, but I think we're all good with that. So we're ready to move on, folks, and it's time for a type rating now onto the A350. Now the A350 we've got from Ini Builds. Whether it's compatible with 2020, did we figure that out?
I think it is.
Okay. But we might go the A330 route, I don't know. But once we've done all of that, we will possibly at some point go to the A380. But then I need to go to conversion school and go to the Boeing platform, which is a completely different platform. Got to get a yoke and all that kind of stuff. So we'll move on to that. Listen, folks, thank you, everybody. Really appreciate your company tonight. Probably do an ARD trip tomorrow. And we will see you at some point tomorrow, and look forward to yourselves. Look after yourselves, sorry. Look forward to yourself. Thanks, everyone. See you later. Cheerio. Bye. Okay, GP.
What?
But more in the 777. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? You've got to turn it off, haven't you? Gary, Jilly's getting the ferry back, Michael. Barbara. Aidan Campbell, I thought you were thinking about 737 and 787. We are thinking about that. But after I've flown a bigger Airbus jet. See you, folks. Take care. Bye.